Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you would like to see some photos of Melbourne Frocktails and what I wore and my makes for the week, please stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Deb and this is DB Designs and Sewing Australia. Thank you to all my subscribers and thank you for joining me, anybody who's new. I'd love you to subscribe. Please like and subscribe. And a big thank you to those people who have bought me a coffee through my Ko-fi account. It's very much appreciated. Now, on to my makes. The first thing I made was a pair of shorts. These are the shorts in an Indian block print from the Dahlia Sewciety. And I was really just doing this as a test. As you can tell by looking at the photos I insert, legs probably should not be on public display in shorts that short. Not that they're short, but I really need something that comes down to my knee. Really nice pockets in this, really nice. So this is the side seam. Lovely pocket bag on the inside. One of the ones that is a really long pocket bag and turns back over on itself. Really happy with them. So I will be making the white linen I've got. So it was really a test to make sure. Oh, the other thing I did was the shorts was quite short and I knew they were, but I think I bought this as a remnant and so I didn't have very much fabric. So I just made a little cuff that went on the bottom and then I put a little side split in that leg cuff, just to make them a tiny bit longer. So as I was cutting out the pattern, I thought, these are really short, but this is as long as I can get them. But I have got these spare pieces over here. So I will make some bands for the legs or a cuff for the legs and put them on. Now the cuffs are actually made out two pieces rather than one long piece because I had to use what I had. So really happy with them. Love the pockets. Really nice pockets, and they sit really, really flat, which is important for pockets because you do really, if your pockets are on your hips, you don't want it to add any bulk to your hips. And I think that goes for anybody regardless of their size. So that was the pattern. Really happy with that. Now I think it was Stacey from Stacey J Studios, when I said these are the patterns I've got to choose from, she said make those ones, they're really good and I'm really, really happy with them. Now the other things I've been making are some little Christmas things. Just some Christmas stockings with children's names on them. These are my grandchildren. And this is actually fabric that I got from one of my sisters. She was cleaning out all her stuff and had all of this Christmas fabric. And the other thing she gave me were these, well, I want to call them weird because it's bunting that's already shaped. So you just cut out along the lines. And I don't know what they were making at Spotlight, but they were already all cut out. So I just used some tape. It's the same tape that I use on the aprons. And I have got miles of this made up. So I can decorate out the back for Christmas. I have got I got 7 more of these to make for my sister's grandchildren, and I need to get those done soon. Now the other thing I'm in the middle of making is the Sew House 7 dress. And remember I made my daughter the top and sent it to her and she tried it on. She said the only issue I've got is it goes up a little bit in the front. And she's very large busted, and I said that actually means you need a bust adjustment on it, which I did to the pattern. So I did a bust adjustment on the pattern, and I have cut her out a dress in this really quite textured linen. It's really quite slubby, and you can see that it has a lot of texture to it. So I'm in the middle of that, and the only other thing she did want was she wanted the ties longer. So I did make the ties longer, but it makes it even more difficult. It's like I need to shove them in a plastic bag and pin it to the dress to stop it from dragging around everywhere. Now on Saturday night, I went to Melbourne Frocktails. My husband and I had stayed in the city at the Savoy Hotel, which was lovely, and we actually stayed Saturday night and Sunday night, which was really fabulous. It started at 7, finished at 12. I think I rang my husband at 11:15 and said, I think I'm really tired now. Can you come and get me? Because it was just a short tram ride away. And the tram that goes past the Wharf Hotel, which was the venue, runs 24 hours a day. So he didn't want me to catch the tram back by myself. So I waited for him to come. And mind you, the city's quite busy in the night. I think a bit busier than it is in the day. So I don't have any photos of me at the venue, but I have got photos that I will put in that my husband took of me in a hotel room. So I had a fabulous time, just never stopped talking the whole time. So many people I knew, so many people that were there from last year, but I think last year it was like 200-ish people, and this year it was over 400 people. So I didn't wait in line and get the formal photos done or the professional photos done because it was just going to take too long. So lots of eating and drinking and talking, but had a fabulous time. It's really lovely to be able to speak to people about sewing who don't think, will you shut up? Which I'm sure is what a lot of people think. So had a wonderful time, was really happy with my outfit in the end, even though it is, to me, it does look like I'm hosting a fairy party. But so the first part of the outfit is a jumpsuit that's in a knit fabric. So this is the jumpsuit, and it's off the shoulder. So you can have it up as far or down as far as you want. And it does have a waist seam, and it's got long legs. So now this is just a self-drafted pattern. Now I created the pattern using my pant block, and the block doesn't have any ease in it. So I actually find it really, really handy for making knit pants, because it doesn't have any ease in it. It is your exact body measurement. So once I had heaps and heaps of this fabric, which I got from Darncheap Fabrics. And remembering it's a knit, so it's really, really wide. And the pants are not wide. They're not fitted, they're not tight. And so once I'd made up the pants and put them on, of course, this is quite stretchy. You can see it's got like a sparkle in it. It's a very loose weave, so I had to take them in heaps. And they were so long between the crutch and the top of the pants, I could have actually worn them over my boobs. So then I decided I'll make what I think I want the top as, and then I'll take off all that excess when I join the pants to the top, because I actually wanted to make sure I'd be able to get them on. Hence why I chose a basically off the shoulder or a really wide neck, so that I could get them on and off, which it is actually really easy to get on and off. And I really love this style of top. Now I used my bodice block to create this, but my bodice block doesn't have any sleeves. And so even though that looks like it's a raglan sleeve, it's actually not a raglan sleeve. So I cut it to where I thought I needed it to be and just made it like a really wide neck, put it on, and then just started to draw lines of where it would be. Then I made a band and thought I want that to cross over in the front. Now the fabric's got lots of pulls in it because the bracelet I wore kept on catching on it. And I should have known better because that bracelet always does that. It's a tennis bracelet. And so I just drew a line to where I wanted it to be and just kept on adding on pieces, trying it. And eventually I got it to where I wanted it to be. So I was really happy with the top. And then I just put the pants on, put the top on, and pinned them together, sewed around it, put them back on, made sure they were right before I overlocked them off. And yeah, that was the jumpsuit. So really happy with that. And so the idea was I wanted to make an overskirt. So this is the overskirt. The jumpsuit can be used a lot of different times with a different overskirt. Now I had this fabric that I don't know where I got it from. It was in my stash and it's organza, but it's not really. It's fake organza because we all know how much real organza costs. So I constructed the skirt by making up a tulle skirt and then making up a chiffon skirt to go over the top. And I pleated both of those. Pleated them, stitched the pleats down, ran it through the overlocker, through the top of it through the overlocker. Then with the organza, I pleated that, stitched it on top, but when it came to the inside, I ran it around the corner. So I ran that, when you think that's the outside of the skirt, that's the inside. So it wraps around onto the inside because this skirt flows open when you walk. I actually really love it. It does scream, I'm hosting a fairy party to me, but I really, really like it. And most of it was all finished off with rolled hem. All finished off with rolled hem, which is the easiest way to deal with a fabric like organza. And it just also gives it that little bit of a oomph to stick out. And then I just made a little bow, also rolled hem all the way around it, to put on my vintage beaded bag, which I've had like for years. So that was my adventures at Frocktails. I had a fabulous time and it was so much fun catching up with everyone and just talking and talking, which is what we did. And people's garments were absolutely magnificent. So go onto Instagram and have a look at Frocktails because so many people did wait for the professional photos and their outfits were just beautiful. And some of them, so much work has gone into it. Some of them, I'd have to think months and months of work have gone into it. Anyway, that's going to be all for me. I need to get on and finish my daughter's dress. The only thing I won't be able to do is hem it because I don't know how long she wants it. And she is considerably shorter than me, which is hard to believe. And obviously, I don't look really short on YouTube because so many people, and it happened last year too, went, I thought you were tall. Tall, I'm really short. Last time I got my height measured, I was 5'4", and I suspect I am shorter than that now. But I am not measuring myself, so I won't have to know. What am I wearing? This white t-shirt that I made. When I look on the inside, I know I made it. But for the life of me, cannot really absolutely work out what pattern I made it from. And I really like it because of its sleeve length, its sleeve width. The fabric's really nice. I can't even find any scraps of this fabric left in my stash. So what am I wearing it with? I'll show you. I am wearing it with my Stina skirt. Oh, there's a chair. And my new shoes. And I have got a, t-shirt with 3/4 sleeves because it looks like it's really hot, but it's not that hot yet. So sometimes it doesn't really get very hot until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's all from me. I better get on with my sewing. I will insert photos. Please like and subscribe. And next week I will have finished Abby's dress. I know what else I've got to do. Well, besides turn this into a tablecloth. I've got towels I need to put the kids' names on. Now that my daughter told me that I only want to use the towels with their names on them. And I've found my applique stuff that I do it with. So I've got 2 blue ones and 3 pink ones to make my 5 grandchildren some towels with their name on it, applique their name on it. It does make me really think I could get a lot of use out of an embroidery machine that does big letters like this. Anyway, that's all from me. I will talk to you all soon. Today is actually Thursday. Everybody have a wonderful sewing week. I will talk to you all soon. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget, Christmas is just around the corner, so you best get sewing. Bye.